You want something to eat? I'm all ready for you.
It's never too early to talk with your kids about the dangers of alcohol.
Okay.
But it can be too late. Start the conversation. Stop underage drinking. TalkItOutNC.org.
Welcome back to the show. Appreciate you being with us. He's the athletic director at the University of North Carolina, Bubba Cunningham. My name's Jones Angell, and Bubba, so glad to be with you. Thanks for giving us a few minutes here on the show. And wow, what a fall for the Tar Heels. A ton of success around Carolina athletics.
It was a great fall. For the first time in the history of the school, every single team made postseason. Wow. And so given what our coaches have been through, what the student athletes have endured, it has been a remarkable fall. Very excited, very proud of the student athletes and the coaches.
A couple of ACC championships, women's cross country, also volleyball, field hockey. Had a tremendous regular season, didn't win the tournament championship, but had some really high level of success.
It was. The enthusiasm around all the sports this fall were outstanding. Cross country, women's cross country going in and winning a conference championship. Volleyball just a hair away from going to the Final Four. And then men's soccer, down 2 goals, down a man, getting it back and losing in penalty kicks. I mean, it was an incredible fall.
Now, of course, there's a lot going on around Carolina athletics, not just on the field. And Bubba, I know a few weeks ago there was a really positive meeting with the Tar Heel head coaches and the faculty athletics committee that I know you felt really good about when you left.
Really did. And it's for the first time since I've been here. We had a meeting with all of our head coaches and the faculty athletics committee. And it was really good for each of the groups to share their ideas, their thoughts, their concerns about how we move forward as a university. You know, as we've done for the last 3 years, we have been very open to everything that's been going on. We've been very transparent. We've had 7 or 8 different reviews and investigations into various things. And I don't think there's a school in the country that can say they've been this open to try to get to the bottom of what happened. And I think we're there. So I think we've discovered what has happened. I think the next thing we need to do is follow the processes. You know that SACS is going to be a part of the next discussion or wave of reviews. We know that we're in the middle of an NCAA investigation, and we will follow all of those processes as they're laid out. That protects the institution, it protects the agency or the association of which we're a member, because there are established processes, and we'll go through those with everyone. The next thing we need to do is earn back trust. And so I think that was a big part of that meeting. The faculty have been incredibly supportive of athletics throughout the history of the university. Athletics has been incredibly successful, but we broke that trust. And now we need to earn that back, and we're going to have to do that together. And then the last thing we need to really worry about are what are the next steps? How do we ensure that we're doing the things that we say we're doing? How do we have policies and procedures and things to make sure that we minimize our risk going forward? And so when I look at the future, I think it's very, very bright. We have incredible people of integrity. Our coaches are outstanding. The faculty is outstanding. We've recruited incredible student athletes. So now the idea is to build a system that we're all really comfortable with.
And I know, Bubba, patience is not something that is out there a lot, and this is a process that'll take a little bit of time.
It really will. And we have to remember it's been going on for 3 or 4 years, 5 years.
Right.
And so our patience, I think, in every area is starting to run a little bit thin. But what we need to do is be very intentional in what we do. And I could not be more pleased or proud of the students that are representing us and the coaches that are attracting those students to this campus.
Last thing before we let you go, Bubba, what are some other things on your plate? I know your plate's pretty full right now, but what are some other things going on in your life as you move through your day-to-day basis?
Well, the very next thing is going to be NCAA governance. So I'll be in D.C. next week, and I'll be there with the chancellor, be there with our faculty athletics rep, and we'll talk about autonomy. We'll talk about new legislation. I think cost of attendance will go through, at least in the Autonomy 5, and that will be an option for all schools. But I think you're going to see a lot of change in NCAA governance. We have a lot of litigation going on. We have our change in our own system, our own structure. And so the next 3 to 5 years in college athletics will be very telling of what the next 20 will look like.
Boy, and it's an important time around NCAA athletics. It's an important time around Carolina athletics, and the man who's leading the Tar Heels through all this is Bubba Cunningham. Bubba, great to see you as always. Thanks for giving us a few minutes.
Well, thank you. You do a great job representing us throughout the various media, and we appreciate all you do for the university.